Hello, testing, testing. Hi. Hi, everybody. So this is my first time doing stand-up ever. Very nervous. I've only done like 2 workshops, and it's just a couple of jokes. Yeah. I'm gonna make a deal with you guys, okay? For every joke that you don't laugh at, you have to donate $1 today. Okay. Deal? Okay, perfect. All right, a little known fact about me is that I date women. I have dated women. And if you don't know me, well, now you know, okay? So here's my first joke. That was information that you needed to know for my first joke. So what does an undercover police officer and I have in common? We both have to stay strapped under the covers. You have to donate $1. Yep. You don't think I'm gonna come through with that deal? Come on. Okay, but hey, there are advantages to being in the land of lesbians. Like, you can get away with things, like finishing too quickly. Like, when it's me, it's cute when I do it. It's cute when I do it, but if it was a man, it's not cute. It's not cute. I mean, it's gotta be hard to stay hard, right? Oh, okay, no dollars today. That was good, yes, okay. But I actually have been known to date some guys. I'll tell you a little story. One time when I was living in LA, I dated this one guy, and he was cute. He was Mexican, he was around my age, he had a great job, and we went out on this date, and I was having a good time. I was like, oh, I kind of like this guy. He's very sweet, very confident. He was telling me how much he connected with his family. He seemed very emotionally vulnerable. He talked about how much he loved his grandma and how sad he was when she passed away. And I was like, oh my God, I've never really thought about that, losing a grandma. I was really close with my grandma, and I helped her get her U.S. citizenship. I helped her pass that test, and we've been through so many moments, and she kind of has dementia now. I just visited the Philippines and visited her, and I was like, wow, I can't imagine what that's like losing a grandma. I just felt really connected with him, and the date was going really well, and yeah, I mean, he was an assistant to an assistant nurse. I was like, that pays. That's a job that pays, right? That's pretty good. The only thing that was a red flag was, so he picked me up from the date and he dropped me off on the date. And the red flag was that I think he was a little too into anime. And I could tell he was a little too into anime because he had these anime stickers. And there was one on the driver's side window and there was one on the passenger side window. And the passenger side window had this anime girl wet, sopping, drenched, her ass and pussy was pressed up against the window. And on the driver's side was this anime girl, her titties, big, juicy, bouncing, pressed, wet, up against the window. And I was like, oh, what's with the stickers? And he was like, oh, I just really like them, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, well, I guess sometimes I'm a little embarrassed or curious. Sometimes when I'm parking at the hospital that he works at, there are doctors walking by or patients, or maybe even I was children, and he was like, yeah, I sometimes I don't know, I think do you think it's too much? And I was like, what would your grandma think? This is why I go date men. That was the story, you guys. That was the story. I'm also non-binary. Yes. Any non-binaries in the crowd? Heard a couple. Does anyone know? Not know what non-binary is? They, them? Anyone not know? Okay, good. I don't have to be an educator today. Good job. But yes, I'm non-binary. My pronouns are they, them. But as you can tell, I don't look non-binary. I look pretty femme, if you ask me. The titties are out, or the girls are out, as they would say, right? But I hate to break it to you, my boobs also have their own pronouns. My left boob goes by she, her, And my right boob goes by he, him. And that's because my right nipple is a little hairier than the other. So like with the mustache there, I figured that's a man. That is a man right there. And then I'll end the night with another story. So recently, my family and I sat down for lunch. It was a quiet lunch. And I was like, hey, how's your week going? What's going on? And, just little responses here or there. And I was like, I guess I'll just share something new about me. I have a new job at Cafe Coyote, and I'm gonna be a hostess. Silence. The table, family, lunch, was silent. And I was like, oh God, okay, fuck me, I guess. No congratulations, no, where's your job? Like, where is it looking? No, nothing. I was like sitting there like, damn, am I just like 27 and like I have this hostess job and I'm a starving artist, you guys just think I'm a failure? Like, is that what it is? What's going on? So like, I FaceTimed my best friend and I was like, this happened, and she's like, oh, just come home. So I went home, and a couple days passed, and my sister texts me, and she's like, oh my God, Dad thought that you worked like at a bar where the girls dance on top of bars, like in the movie Coyote Ugly. And I was like, no, Dad. I wish. That's my last joke, you guys. For those who didn't, donate because you didn't laugh. I know some of you didn't, especially you guys in the back. You guys have to take out your phones now and donate $1. Come on, what would your grandma think?